we're trying to use adventure, outdoor adventure, to help people learn more about the way they act and the way groups interact and people interact with each other in the real world.
So we're about to wake up the guys for our emergency rescue scenario. And it's 5:35 and these guys are gonna have to get started. There were 2 Argentinian hikers. This is the map of where we are. We're down here. There were 2 Argentinian hikers hiking through here. And we got a radio about an hour ago that one of them was at this windmill. And he called in saying he's lost his buddy, and then the radio went dead.
See, we're standing in this cul-de-sac right now.
Okay, yeah.
So we're going to be taking this trail right here, this Jeep trail.
We went into today with our big scenario. My real expectation was that the guys would have some trouble technically because what we were doing was difficult and challenging, but I felt good about their ability to end up at the end of the event having been successful. And they actually surprised me how quickly they got things going right off the bat. Sure, they had some trouble finding the victim that we had set up, and that was going to be the way it was.
So we just found a dude at the windmill who told us his friend fell off a cliff or something, hurt himself rock climbing. So now we split up our 2 teams. One team went a little more north than us.
The Adventure Leadership Program is a program that several of us got together and designed, and specifically it's designed to build leadership, teamwork, camaraderie, decision-making ability, esprit de corps among young kids, high school age, 14 to 17 years old, who are talked to a lot about leadership, whether it's through sports, whether it's through youth groups, whether it's through church, but rarely do they actually get to go out and practice it. And more specifically, rarely are they put in positions of leadership where the decisions they make affect those beneath them.
The Adventure Leadership Program is set up for us to pretty much get out here and just work together to get stuff done. You know, get us working together, thinking about what needs to get done in a team-oriented way.
Over the past few days, I've definitely learned more about myself and more about myself related to everyone else and everyone related to me. And it's not just about myself on the lacrosse team, it's about the entire team. And I think everyone else has learned that as well.
What we did in the lodge this afternoon was kind of a basic first aid. What we were trying to do here was just give them some hands-on, quick, initial knowledge, thinking outside the box as well. You can use sticks and blankets and bandages of all sorts to provide emergency first aid care for a wounded or injured victim.
We taught a class about the parts of the map, how to read a map, how to use a compass, how to read a compass, and then we actually went out on the trail and let the kids find their way to a known point.
It was actually my first time using a compass, had some good teaching, so it was pretty fun.
I've never used a compass before, never been out of the city before. This is a new experience for me, and quite interesting. Learn how to use a compass on a map.
Obviously, you're doing some boat building, and there's going to be 3 teams, and you're going to build a 2-man boat.
Taking a very limited amount of supplies, in this case plastic sheeting, cardboard boxes, and duct tape, and a few boards. The gentlemen were instructed to build a raft of any type, any design, any way of propelling themselves across water.
They had to use all of the leadership and team building skills that we've talked about, from planning, their design, to actually executing the building of the raft, and then ultimately choosing 2 people to race the raft. And one of the teams came out the winner, and so that was a lot of fun.
Today for me, it was a pretty good experience. It was all new stuff, and not really anything I've done before. You know, we worked pretty well as a team and got everything done, pretty quickly, I think.
When you put a bunch of people in like a challenging environment and you give them like challenges and stuff, like character growth develops, And I think that we kind of did a lot of that.
The last 2 days we've been practicing certain skill sets and teamwork and organizational techniques for the guys, and today we had a scenario for them to accomplish. I woke up Jacob, who was the team leader, at 5:30 this morning, and then they were told about 2 lost backpackers up in the woods, and it was completely up to them. They had, it was independently run, and they had to go rescue the backpackers. They were given very limited information and limited supplies, and they did a great job. It took a while, but then once they found their victim and they got kind of a routine going, they worked real efficiently and real quickly, and we made it out pretty fast.
Ultimately, 4 or 5 hours later, they came out of the hills with the victim. Everybody was okay. There were no injuries. They found the person, they dealt with them, got them out, and that's what they were supposed to accomplish.
In a situation such as this, they've learned to decide on who's going to be their leader, who's going to be their second in command, and they assign each other responsibilities based on what the problem is that they need to solve, and they really picked up on that.
The rescue scenario today taught me to create a plan and use a team to help someone in need.
The Adventure Leadership Program gives our team a good chance to bind and come together in a place without coaches and without our parents, and it really makes us come together and work together as a team.
It taught me how to, when I need to step up to be a leader and follow a leader.
The Adventure Leadership Program is a program that helps you gain confidence in yourself, trust yourself, and trust in your peers. Basically, everything you need to be a leader and everything you need to be a successful person.
When someone is there and they need help, you're obligated, I think, to help them to the best of your ability.
Sophomores said, I feel closer to the seniors. The seniors said, hey, look, we're going to do a better job of looking out after the sophomores. So overall, it was an amazing program and an amazing 3 days, and then an amazing reflection period.
I think the Adventure Leadership Program teaches, it taught me how to stay calm in a situation, how important it is to stay calm to other people. It's very easy for you to get frustrated as a leader, and then everybody else start getting frustrated. The longer you stay cool, the longer you're able to keep your group together. And the more responsibility you take, the more effort you put into it. So if you feel like you're responsible for someone else's health, you really put a lot of effort into making sure that they're all right.